what I won. I don't know how many entries there were. I don't know how many selections there were. Any of it. I think there was 5. I don't know, but I won this Automower. So we're gonna do an unboxing right now. Ooh. I don't know what this is for, but it's built into the box right around the flaps. I don't know if you saw that, but we got one that's in, you know, everyone but the US, and then we got US. So I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe we'll find out. Thanks to, look at that. So this is a user manual for 105, 305, 310, 315, 315X, which this is the 315X Gold Edition. Let me get in there. But we'll look at this in a second. Let's keep going with the unboxing here. So here we got the power unit, made in the UK. Not that that's relevant, but I mean, looks really cool, right? Mountable, but then the end, a regular plug, and then that looks interesting. Anything else on these sides here? Nope. Okay, and just so you know, I got the Gold Edition for the 25th anniversary of, I believe, the Automower even existing for Husqvarna. But let's take a look at this finish here. I know this stuff is always loud, so sorry for the adjustments, but ooh, that's pretty sweet, that color. And I don't know if you can get a reference for how large this thing actually is. Because if you've seen a video or anything, these don't look that big. But, you know, I'll take it out in a second. I think this is the charging dock. So, some more documentation here. Different language. Not that other languages are bad, I just can't read them. More languages. Wow, that's significant. The number of languages that they print this stuff in. I mean, they're obviously looking to get, and I believe they already have, a pretty substantial international, you know, following here. Oh, that thing is so much bigger than it looks. Okay, we'll take a look at it in the grass here in a second, but we got the finish getting everything out of here. Okay, a lot of just packing cardboard. Okay, and here is the docking station. sure you're in frame here. No? Well, yeah, good enough, because I also want that little guy. Hey there. Okay, the docking station. So, this is where you would pin wires underneath here. So the boundary wires would be on the sides. The guide wire would be down the middle. The guide wire would tell the mower, here's where you need to go. After a certain distance, there is a signal coming from this that the mower can detect, kind of like an NFC sort of deal. I know there's more technical information about that, but I guess we can get into it when we get into it. So this is interesting, looking at all this. Okay, so here in the back, let me just swing it around. Sorry if it's not stabilized. There you go. So as you can see, boundary wire, right, left. And those are important, the distance between them, since they are low voltage wire. First of all, you need power going to them, right and left, and that needs to complete a circuit, right and left, which is why right and left is important. Then your guide wire is also powered, so it would come in from the bottom and then come up where? Well, I guess just from around here. Oh, there it is, the sides here. It would just come in from there, somewhere around here. And then connect to power, and then also that's your power going there for the actual charging station. And so once that's all attached, you just lock that down, which just pushing the button and pulling up will open it up. You lock it all down, and then when the mower gets here, what it does is, you see those contacts, it'll just drive right into it until it connects and then stop, and then it's charging until it's full, and then it's going to stop charging once it is full and just sit there and wait until it's time for a cycle or until you manually start it. Now let's take a look at this mower, and you know what, I'm just going to sit in the grass. I think it's nice and cool here right now. Okay. So first of all, look at the size of this thing. You would not know from other videos just how huge this thing is. In the videos it looks tiny, but we'll go over a couple things here that I know about, and then during the install, which part of this award or prize was free install, so I'm going to record that and then also kind of interview the installer, because this is a guy who he's local to my area. He knows what he's talking about. He's been selling these automowers and installing them for a while now. So he's definitely going to be a really good resource and a lot of great information, and I'm interested to talk to him about this stuff. But a couple big main features right off the bat here. So that's the two contacts, and this is an unboxing thing, so ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that is nice. That's a nice super shiny logo thing there. Okay, so these are the contacts, which when it goes to charge, it's going to lock itself in there. As you can see, this body can move. Look at that. So when it comes, let's say it bumps into a table, or maybe your dog's out here taking a poop, and it bumps into it, it's going to, first of all, actually what I want to say is it does have sensors here in the front. And headlights, you can see, kind of looks just grumpy, doesn't it? But it does have headlights and sensors built in for contact, so it's not going to just barrel into something. But if it does come in contact with something, maybe it wasn't expecting, or it couldn't sense because maybe it was too small or moving, then the body's going to move, or the outside frame is going to move, but not actually hit the body itself. You know, see, look at that movement. It's 360, and that's going to tell it, oh, there's something there, just like a Roomba, you know, or rather a robotic vacuum. I don't want to specify any brand, you know, but just like a robotic vacuum, it's going to sense that and then go, I need to go somewhere else, right? So that's the very front, and then of course the contacts for charging, and then here we have a height of cut selection. It is manual. But you know, oh well. The other versions, it is digital through the app, which this also has an app. Ooh, we'll get into that, sorry. But the highest this will go for a height of cut is 2.4 inches. And since we're talking about how to cut, let's look at how it cuts. I know I'm moving around, but get over it. All right. So check this out. This is a 9-inch disc, and this part is not what spins, but this part is. And if you notice, it's got razor blades, which move around. Got some bugs in here. This disc is to protect those blades, but as you can see, it's got holes, so you can unscrew them. So yes, this cuts with razor blades. So this is kind of going to effectively give you, I don't know what that's for, so I'm going to stop messing with it. But this is going to effectively give you, what I'm going to say is going to be a cut that's going to be similar, not exact, similar to a reel with the action of a rotary. And it's because they're razor blades. Of course, those razor blades are going to dull, but I don't know if you can see, but they are the most basic razor blades that you basically can get. And so a replacement, which there's 3 here, the replacement online I think shipped is like $4, $5. And they say you only need to replace the blades every 3 to 4 weeks. So basically once a month, depending on the frequency of cut. If you're having this thing go out and cut every day, it's probably going to be closer to 3 weeks, maybe 2.5, depending on your grass type. But if you're having this thing cut every other day, every 2 days, then you're looking at probably about a month before you have to replace those blades. You got your power switch down here. Oops. Should not have done that yet, since I don't know how to do the setup or anything, so I'm going to wait. You got your wheels here, which as you can see have pretty good looking treads. This is not going to be awesome for a hill, so I'm only going to really be able to use it in the backyard. And then the front wheels, they're kind of like rubberized, really grippy. These are not really rubberized, these feel like hard, like kind of rubbery plastic. Like they feel malleable to some degree, but I can't physically move them too much side to side with my fingers, you know, like plastic, or, you know. Okay, I don't know what this is. I'll have to figure that out in the manual. There's a couple other little things here that I'm not sure what they are. Yeah, all over the place it says, hey, read the manual, idiot. So I'm going to do that. Another important thing here is this can mow in the rain, and it can mow wet grass, but to clean this, you don't want to go spraying it with water. There's a big difference between getting rained on and getting sprayed in the face with water, right? So obviously, when this thing is flipped, it's got protection from the rain. The rain can get in this gap here, but it's designed for that. But that's way different than flipping it and spraying it with water, you know? So be aware of that, you know? A couple other things here. Let's go over the top. So again, that's the height of cut. Here is your kind of control center. So in order to get to it, you have to hit the stop button, which will stop the mower. Now also, as soon as you hit that stop button, you need to enter your PIN code, which you set up. I'll set it up later when I actually finish reading the manual. So you have to set up your PIN for security. If you hit the stop button, I believe it's 30 or 45 seconds for you to enter your PIN before it sets off an alarm. And I'll show you that alarm, but I've watched videos about this. That alarm is insanely loud. It sounds like a regular car alarm. It doesn't mess around, right? So yes, so you need to be aware of, if you hit that stop button, you have to enter the PIN. And if it's lifted off the ground, you also have to enter your PIN, or the alarm goes off because it senses this could be theft. I don't know what's going on. I'm off the ground. Another quick note about that is If I were to turn this mower on right now, there is charge to the battery, as we could hear in that beep a second ago. But if there's no boundary wire installed, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to know, right? Because the first thing it has to do is dock to the power, or dock to the docking station before it can do anything. So I'm not going to be able to do anything until the install happens, but that's okay, because I obviously need to read the manual. But that's the basics of this mower. I'm definitely you're going to find a lot more out, because I'm going to tell you more info as I learn more info. But real quick, like I said, there is an app. So once I get everything all set up, I will install the app. We'll take a look at it. I'll just record my screen or something. But this is very, very similar to like a Rachio. You know, I don't have a Rachio. I don't have a sprinkler system. As you can probably hear the impact sprinkler behind me, or behind you, in front of me. Everything's programmable. You can tell it, I want you to mow Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know, or, you know, yeah, you can just program all of it. I was going to try to think of a different schedule, but I think I got the point across here. I'm trying to think of what this gold, oh, you know what this gold color reminds me of is the special edition Pikachu Game Boy Color. You guys remember that? Yeah, it was gold like this. Or maybe it was Pokemon Gold. I don't remember. The Pikachu, I believe, was yellow. So the Pokemon Gold edition of the Game Boy Color. Anyway. Yeah, so you can program it. You can tell it, I want you to start right now. Everything you can do here, you can do through the app. I'm going to obviously prefer the app, I think, just because this seems archaic. I would rather have an app or a touchscreen. But yeah, you can tell it, I want you to go park, I want you to stop what you're doing, I want you to mow right now, blah, blah, blah. And then there's probably way more to the app than that, and I just haven't opened it up yet, because again, I'm not set up. So this was the basic unboxing of this, and it's sweet. I'm kind of bummed it won't take care of my hill, because that was my original plan when I found out I won this, was going to slap it on the hill so I didn't have to mow that stupid hill anymore. But the installer came out and said, no, these aren't designed for a hill like that. And if you guys didn't know, my front hill is probably something like, I don't know, 20 degrees. In some spots, it's probably up to 25 or 27 degrees incline. It's pretty hefty. And this particular model, I believe, is only designed to handle up to 10% or 10 degree incline or decline, 10 degrees. So that's a bummer, but that's okay. If I ever want to, I could, you know, try to trade this in and upgrade for the price difference to the all-wheel drive model, which would be really cool. Or hey, Husqvarna, if you want to send me the all-wheel drive one, I'll test it out for you. But anyway, I gotta do some lawn stuff, you know, in the lawn. So this has been the unboxing of my new Husqvarna Automower 315x 25 anniversary gold edition. Hope you liked it, and like I said, you're going to see way more content from this. I'm going to make a bunch of videos. I'm going to do demos and all that crap. So stick around if you're interested. Stick around if you're not interested. I don't care. We're just going to check it out. Thanks for watching. See ya.